to the 90s Simply the Best, where we showcase two games from a great decade in rugby league, the 1990s. And for this episode, we focus on one of the decade's great teams, the Brisbane Broncos.
Again, just checks with the skippers. Taylor shaped to kick left, now he shapes to kick right. Hooking it around. Falling down for Willie Kahn. 8 metres out, Western Suburbs will try and hammer them early in the forwards. Miles, the skipper, led the way against Canterbury, where he was the man of the match last week. Langer. Dowling, standing too wide. Nearly out to the 22. Kerrod Walters, his first dash from dummy half. What a good one for Hancock. He was away.
And what a good tackle there from number 5, Russell Wire, to pull him down. Hancock was in full flight.
He was going to have Langer in support too. Could have been a try-saving tackle even that far out. Doherty brought down on his 22. Peacock, first penalty of the match to Western Suburbs, the Broncos inside the 5. Langer. Kevin Walters, he tried to get a quick ball away to Shearer. Langer goes back to retrieve.
No 6 tackle count.
Dowling. Allen. Showed a lot of confidence in Dowling then to support him right to the line. Penalty against West. All inside the 5. This will be right in front of the post.
Well, that's a bit of Dumbo football. You've got to believe it, and that would have been just as equally as dumb from Langer to take a quick tap and not listen to his captain, Gene Miles.
That 12 metres out and right in front of the left-hand upright. He gets Brisbane posting with the first points. The Broncos lead 2 points to 0 over West. He gains an extra couple of metres. He was thrown towards the line by Kerrod Walters. Taylor again trying to weight this kick down near the try line. Hancock turns, restarts and beats 2 Magpies. Steps inside Taylor. He's got Doherty in front of him. Shearer try. Oh, put your glasses down. Surely AIDS goes coming across. Great play from the Brisbane Broncos. What a counter-attack. He's trying to keep it a personal record. Bennett. Surely he must be happy with the way Hancock turned that round from just adjacent to the uprights. More points for the Broncos. Dale Shearer has got 8 of them. West still come up with it. Hancock will score. Oh, what great defence. Hoff managed to get to him. Taylor, that was forward.
Well, he's going to allow it.
I was sure that ball to O'Doherty was forward. And a delayed reaction here, looking for extra points after the try was scored. Players swap a couple of short punches.
We've just seen a bloke take the greatest dive, in my view. I may be doing him an injustice. I reckon it was a dive. Let's see it again. O'Doherty's over. And there he goes. Blimey, Charlie, mate, you want to get into actors' equity. That's a joke. Why is it front row forwards try these histrionics? Anyway, here's Henjak. What's the tackle from Hall? Great tackle to get the little fella. We thought he was going to score there. And from the play, close to the line, this took place. Taylor, well, patently onto O'Doherty forward, quite clearly. The referee must have been I've never seen a dive so deliberately taken as that one there by O'Doherty. He's still being treated. I don't know, he's not looking for any extra points on it. It was an 8-point try or anything, is he? Gee whiz, I don't know.
Well, he was trying for some extra points. It'll only be the 6 for West, but that's plenty to climb them back into this football match. Brisbane, Nissan Friday Night Football, they lead 8 points to 6.
How close has Henjak been on 3 occasions?
They've certainly had some chances. Tudor,
that was forward, surely.
5 metres out.
We're playing gridiron.
At Lang Park. Bukowski. Taylor.
Oh, beautiful.
Doherty, here's an overlap. Casado. One more pass. Ainscough. Beautifully worked. That was a move they they tried earlier in the match on the other side of the field. It works on the second occasion.
Well, Johnny Bailey, their coach, must be smiling, must be laughing indeed. I don't think at this stage he really believes that they can probably win the game.
Now from out on touch. Meets it pretty well. Touch judges are coming in to the side of the post. But look at this scoreline for Western Suburbs. They lead 10 points to 8. Bukowski. Casado doing his share of work up the middle. Lost the football. West went to sleep as Kerrod Walters picks up an easy 20. Back for Shearer. Shearer claps it on. Kerrod Walters inside a try. Willie Kahn took it well. Oh, yeah. At once I didn't think he was going to give it to Kahn, but he finished it off beautifully. He took a low pass and picked up 4 points.
Well, that may be a try that might get this young man into the consideration by the representative selectors, because this is beautifully taken. This is the point in the try on the Nissan replay where Casado lost it midfield. Picked up by Walters, given out to Shearer, did magically well, got tackled, flipped the ball out the back onto the other Walters, and then look at that pick up by Kahn and the amount of traffic he had to go through and get the ball down. That's a real try, a real wing three-quarter try. Great stuff. Again, on a different aspect of it, we've got Walters midfield, picked up the loose ball from Casado, back into Shearer. Now watch Shearer, he accelerates. I thought he was through, caught by the collar, got the ball away, got it out to Walters, and Kahn did magically, absolutely magical football.
Shearer, no chance with this goal, never struck it at all. But they have got the lead, just Brisbane, by 12 points to 10 over Western Suburbs. They did it. And Miles goes blindside. Peacock's there, tried to steal the football. Looking for another quick try. Allen. Kevin Walters got there fractionally too late. Dowling. G. He needed somebody there just as quick. Kahn. Quick hands. Hoff. Shearer. Out to Hancock. He's got his try. Oh, they've put another one on. They might really go on with it.
Gee whiz, exciting stuff.
22 first-grade tries for Michael Hancock since the Broncos have come in. Coming round, but again, not the legs, nor the direction. They get 6 clear now, Brisbane. Tronk out there in 24, replacing Allen. Kahn swung to ground by Casado. Langer. Walters. Miles. Out for Shearer to clap it on to the corner. Doherty, great chasing from Wire and great cover from Doherty.
And pretty good from Shearer to stay in the field of play.
Kevin Walters, they went to sleep again, and like a thief in the night, he stole it down the blind side.
That's a sensational try. I couldn't believe how Shearer stayed in the field of play.
He is not striking them well. A little bit of breathing space for Brisbane. 20 points to 10 over West. Just couldn't get the quick hands out to Johns. Kerrod Walters. Miles again. Kerrod Walters again. Kahn. The ball was touched. There's 6 more tackles for West to hang on. Very tired outfit now. All the possession with Brisbane. A long pass out. Kevin Walters. Madison. Hancock. Crowds on their feet as Hancock comes back infield for Hoff to score. Oh, Paul Hoff picks up try number 7 in first grade in what has been a great short career so far for him.
Well,
Magic.
I am a fan of Hoff's. I make no bones about it. I think he's a splendid, exciting young talent that's come on the rugby scene only this year.
The cheer squad have enjoyed the second half. Langer. Dowling. Last tackle. Langer. Out wide to Peacock. He fumbles. Try for Hoff. As easy as you please. He makes it 8 tries in 8 games. Now, Parnaby is coming back over to the touch judge, who has called him back, saying that he missed a knock-on.
Well, we're watching again on the replay here. There was a knock-on by the Bronco player, and Hoff picked it up after and has scored a try, but the touch judge has called the referee at this point. Thankfully, it's not going to mean anything to the end result. And to Parnaby's credit, he's overruled a decision on the touch judge's evidence. Obviously, he didn't look to see whether the touch judge was in acquiescence with him prior to awarding the try.
Looked a very difficult call.
There appeared to be a knock-on by the other Bronco player that was there.
It reminds us that the International Conference in New Zealand has ruled that there'll be in-goal judges for the semis. As West, I was going to say breakaway, they come back for a forward pass.
It's won by Western Suburbs. Henjack moves it out there to Taylor. Taylor's gone forward, throws a cut-out pass. Has been knocked forward by Cossa. Now the Brisbane Broncos are in. And it looks like Shearer might go very close. He's giving the ball back to the wing three-quarter there, Khan. Got it back inside there. The head comes a pass down to Hoff. Hoff's going to score another try. Yes, he is. Oh, yeah. Yes, indeed. Say it again. What a sensational try that was. Well, I don't know what you're going to do with this bloke. They tackled him about 15 yards from the line, and he's so tall, he fell over the line. Now, look at this. Oh, gee whiz, Casado lost the ball there at that point, and we've got Khan scoops on it, gives it to Shearer. Shearer gives it back to Khan. Again, they're playing just between the two of them at the moment. Back to Shearer, touched in flight, 6 to go. Out to Walters. Walters gets it onto Hoff, and Hoff steps inside and makes a big long run and gets there with the length of that 6'7" body. An incredible try. Well, Dale Shearer only about 10.5 metres out from the line. This will be the last try of the match, one would think. He hasn't been all that successful tonight in the goal-kicking terms. He's looked an excitement machine with the ball in his hands, let me tell you. He is successful, so the score goes on to Broncos 28-30 and Western Suburbs 10. Oh yes, this has been without question the most entertaining rugby league match I have had the great pleasure to participate in 1990. You will see prettier games, you will see tougher games, you will see games where there aren't as many mistakes, but for sheer entertainment, this game took the cake. And they'll be talking about this game for a long, long while, because recollect, at the halftime break, it was Western Suburbs 10, Brisbane 8. And then suddenly the wheel fell off the Western Suburbs side to some extent, and this happened.
For our second game on this episode of the 90s Simply the Best, we go back to the year 1996.
It's time to forget about excuses now. They need to win this one to keep their slim hopes alive, the Warriors, and it's a first touch of the ball for Peter Ryan, the lock for the Broncos. What about early tactics, Brent Todd?
Well, they look pretty fine up the Auckland side, don't they? And they've just got to be careful they don't give away a penalty early or someone gets sent off. A lot of emotion out there for a lot of these players. Big crowd. They'll be trying to impress this crowd. They'll have to be careful. But we're in for one fiery encounter tonight.
Webke. He's about 12 from halfway. What are the conditions like? Forget about the atmosphere now, Phil. That's long gone. The conditions are the key.
It is cool. I can tell you it is very cool, but it is a great night. There is no breeze of any significance, and that is certainly going to give every team a chance. Surface is superb. I tell you what, this is one of the best. The Warriors and the Broncos, and it's all on.
What about a tip?
Oh, I'm going the Warriors, Clark, of course.
Good on you, Philip. I'm with you. We've got a Bronco fan up here next to me, though.
Now it's Mark Ellis. They need a good start, the Warriors. Ero is in dummy half. Andy Platt. He loses the ball. Early opportunity here for Brisbane. 35 metres out from the Warriors line. That's not the start the coach John Mooney wanted. in front of the uprights. Kieran Walters at dummy half. There's a penalty right in front of the sticks. Well, a silly penalty in the end, holding down in the tackle. 15 inside the Warriors territory. Langer kicking in behind the line for Ross, and he picked it up, but he was taken by Alexander. Still, the tackle count goes on. Final tackle on the way. Enfield to Ross. Ross has run out of support, but no, the penalty goes to Brisbane. The Warriors inside the 10. The crowd disagrees. They don't want the 2. Alan Langer's going to go for 4, and he's going to get it. The Broncos score through Kevy Walters. That was an easy 2, but they wanted 6. He's got it this time. So it's the Broncos leading by 6 points to 0.
Okasini off at the moment, and Tuamavavi on.
Tony Tuamavavi selected in first grade to have a look at possession, and it's going Brisbane's way, and here's a break by Langer, linking up on the inside. Kieran Walters this time. That's the second try to the Broncos. No doubt about that one.
Grounded the first time though, Kieran. Just have a look here on the CRC replay. Well, yes, he did. He turns around and grounds it again.
.28 years of age as well. No problem for Willie Khan again. What a scoreline for Brisbane. 12 points to 0 over Auckland. Chris Johns, former New South Wales State of Origin rep in the twilight of his career. Now it's Langer. Langer kicking in behind the line. Langer picks it up and just driven back. Only just. Another little bit of individual brilliance by Langer. They're going to give away another penalty, and I think someone's going to be binned. Yeah. Well, numbers over on the far side. It's Green. He has a go on his own. He's 2 metres out. Real problems for Auckland here. Willie Khan. No problem for the centre. Another 4 points. You cannot afford to give the Brisbane Broncos 3 sets of 6. He's miscued it, so he couldn't convert his own try. 16 points to 0. The Broncos over Auckland. Straight ahead goes Dennis Betts, named in the Great Britain squad that will tour Fiji and New Zealand in the month of October. So we'll be seeing more of Dennis Betts at Ericsson, and you'll be seeing the test matches right here on TV2. Jones, they're 10 metres out. Alexander up from fullback into Okasini. There is no holes in that Brisbane defence. But the Warriors go searching again. Kearney popped it out the back door. Here's try time to Hoppy. Running it around closer to the post. They're on the board at long last. Namu. He nails it. 10 points the difference now. Walters from dummy half. Green. One senses that the Broncos are just settling things down a little bit, regaining some composure after that try by the Warriors.
Well, that all comes to experience. That guy there with the ball, Alan Langer, he knows when to settle things down.
And what about that kick? What about the numbers over on the far side? Sailor. Talk about regaining composure. That's the best way to do it. Again, the movement was sparked by the brilliant Alan Langer, and they had numbers on the far side. Khan is astray with the conversion attempt, but no doubt about the Warriors at the moment. They're down by 14. It's 20 points to 6. Big push by the Warriors, but Chris Johns has it. Langer at dummy half. Walters. The centres were just too wide for him, so he took the tackle. Kerrod Walters at dummy half. Now this is Webke. Deputising for Glenn Lazarus. Thorne taken by Kearney and Horrow. Langer, big lineup out to the right. Walters. Khan out to Johns. Well, that was ordinary defence. Not Johns, in fact, it's Carroll, Tony Carroll. But anyone could have scored that one. 24 points to 6. The floodgates opening up here at Ericsson.
Another try, and really, they're giving the Warriors a football lesson tonight on how to play semi-final football.
One of the young rising stars, Tony Carroll. It won't have the legs. Direction was okay, but no distance. No goal. But it's 24 points to 6 now. The Broncos over the Warriors.
I don't know about that rule.
Okay, now we have Walters. Kevin Walters almost through the gap. Another set of 6 for the Broncos. Will they punish the Warriors again? Ryan! Peter Ryan! Put the head down, put the foot on the gas, and he put this one out of the Warriors' reach well and truly. So they scored 3 tries in the first half, 3 tries in the second half. There's another 2 points with a Willie Kahn conversion. They've hit the 30 mark. 30 points to 6. And Gordon Tallis has made the trip across, and he's now with Phil Leishman.
Well, another great effort here tonight from the Broncos, Gordon. You must be proud to be a part of this club.
Yeah, mate, I'll probably struggle getting back into the side, but Broncos tonight, I think it was just great defence. They sort of head out the Warriors. Especially, I'm down on their line. I think they had about 3 or 4 sets of 6 on them, and the Broncos held them out, and that's probably what paved the way to the win tonight.
The only negative is quite a number of injuries for the team. I think you've run out of reserves.
Yeah, well, Steve Renouf got knocked out, and I think Andrew G broke his thumb and stuff like that. So, yeah, I mean, I think that might hurt him a bit going into the final next week. But, you know, I mean, who knows, mate?
Well, you've sat the season out, and you've missed a lot of good league. Really looking forward to getting back into it. Oh, hold on.
Hold the phone a little bit. Yeah, Saylor is 10 metres out. We'll come back to Gordon in just a moment. No doubt he's pretty keen to get back in the Broncos team if they're playing football like this. Langer, he was crunched there by Horrow, but they got it out the back door. Ryan to Khan. Khan wrapped up by Blackmore. 5 metres out. They've hit the 30 mark already. Maybe they want 40 tonight. Now this is Green. Brett Green puts the foot down, charges towards the line. At dummy half is Kerrod Walters. Hancock. One-handed pass to Langer. Rare mistake by Langer. The Warriors 35 out from their own line. Namu showing it on the inside. Intercepted. Has the little man got the legs to get away? The big man is right up there with him. Wendell Saylor, he'll take the tackle. Hanari is there to wrap him up. So too is Tia Ropati. Big lineup out to the left. Kevin Walters, Willie Kahn, 2-on-1. Willie Kahn over to Hancock, and Hancock is in untouched. Oh, what a team. 34 points to 6. Seems to have been around for many, many years, but he's only 26. What a competitor.
He looks a little bit older than 26, doesn't he?
And he's a winger. Imagine what he'd be like if he was in the front row.
They'd be a model.
What for? Mack Trucks. Willie Kahn, and that's waved away. It's gone to the left. So that's a pretty good scoreline, isn't it now? Auckland, 217 tackles, again, we stress you just cannot give a team like Brisbane that amount of possession.
The thing about Brisbane is they've made it look so easy too, and that's because they've got so many class players out there and so much experience. And you know, they're a real threat in this semi-final and the countdown to the semi-final and to the grand final. They've got all their star players on the field as well.
Well, they're still throwing the ball around, still keeping it alive. Lockyer over to Carroll. Carroll through the gap. And what a night for the youngster. Tony Carroll gets a double at Ericsson. Is Willie Kahn in tune? No, he's off the upright. So the scoreline remains 38 points to 6, a double to the youngster Tony Carroll. And it's farewell to this man, Greg Alexander. Farewell from Auckland at least. Farewell also to John Kerwin and Andy Plattis. A full-time siren sounds. That is it in 96 for the Auckland Warriors. Again, they're out of the playoffs, but they came up against a side much better than them tonight.